Hello, hello, and welcome to the show. My name is Isolde Trachtenberg, and I'm happy to welcome you to The Creative Kind. Today's going to be a tough episode. I'm going to be talking about excuses. Yeah, we all make them. I make them, sure, everybody does. These are the things that stand in my way from doing what I really want to do. The question now becomes, what are your excuses? And as I believe in going super tactical, get out another piece of paper. And by the way, this is part 3 in how to find your creative genius. So if you haven't taken in parts 1 and 2, go do that first. If you have, welcome back. So here we go. I need you to take out a piece of paper and I need you to write down all of the different ways that you're spending your time. Write everything down. And it isn't a want to do, have to do, need to do like yesterday's. It's just, what are you doing? I mean, yikes, it can be really tough. Why? Because you find out once you're doing that, it's kind of like keeping a food diary when you start finding out what you're eating, or a spending diary when you start finding out what you're spending all your money on. Yikes, it's hard because all of a sudden there are no excuses. You see it there in black and white. But you know what? Again, this is not about feeling guilty. This is about knowing yourself. It's about figuring out who you are, where you are, what you want, and then getting yourself to where you want to be, right? My role here is to help you get to where you're seeking to go. So, let's get tactical again. Take another blank piece of paper, put it right next to the ones from the previous few days, and write down everything you do from the second your eyes open up in the morning to the second they close at night. Are you waking up and looking at social media first thing? Are you putting your hands on your phone? Or are you jumping out of bed and doing a meditation? Or you've got a kid who's going, "Mommy, mommy," or "Daddy, daddy," or something. "I need to be fed. I need to be washed. I need to be changed." Those are all valid, obviously. Everything is valid. I'm not asking you to judge any of it. I'm asking you to quantify it. Figure out how you're spending your time. And then notate. Once you've done that for a few days, I'm going to ask you to notate how much time you're spending. If you feel like spending time on social media is super important first thing in the morning, okay then acknowledge that, make that your thing, and then move from there. If it's super important, make it super important, but figure out how much time it is. You are going to need to know exactly what you're doing to the minute. If your shower takes 16 minutes, then your shower takes 16 minutes. If brushing your teeth takes 3 minutes, then good for you, because that means you're brushing your teeth well. But also, note it. Figure out for yourself, what is it that you're spending your time on? And if you're spending your time on something like, oh, I sat in front of the TV and I binge watched whatever TV show, Lucifer, or Orange is the New Black, or Mrs. Maisel, which I loved, I admit, then own it. You know, I have watched all the episodes of Mrs. Maisel, and I'm thrilled that I did because it's brilliant television. And yet, that's time I'm never going to get back. So, did I use it wisely? I think so. I think it helped me clarify some things I needed to know about creativity, because that show's all about creativity. And now I get to use what I learned as part of my growth as a creative. So for you, you need to figure out what it is that you are doing so that you can figure out what it is that you can use and what it is that you can lay aside because it's not serving you. So write down every single thing for the next few days, and then after that, write down how much time you spend on everything. Get a sense of your routines. We're going to be building new ones, but for now, getting a sense of what you're doing and how you're spending your time and the amount of time you're spending is going to be super important. Alrighty, this is Isolde Trachtenberg in The Creative Kind. I'm so excited to help you find that creative edge of yours and live the life of your dreams. I can't wait to do more. Come back tomorrow, we're going to do even more. Until then, tag a friend who needs to be listening, watching, taking this in so that they can become a creative kind as well. And I will see you tomorrow.